We're going through exercise 13C. This is question 5D. So we need to sketch this. And immediately you can look at this and see that there's a lot going on. I have a 2, which is going to be a dilation from the x-axis. I have a negative, which is going to be a reflection in the x-axis. And I have a translation as well. So let's just take it really slow and do what you know first. So I know if I have a plus 2, that's going to change what my asymptote is going to be. So I'm going to come over here and say, well, I know that's going to be my asymptote is going to be translated 2 units up. So I'm going to get an asymptote of y equals 2. Next, I know what this negative is telling me. I know that customarily my graph looks like this, right? But if it's a negative there, that means it's being reflected across my x-axis. So it's going to be that. So let me get rid of that. And then finally, I have a dilation of 2, which means that this right here is going to be stretched 2 units from my x-axis. And you might be thinking, how on earth am I going to show that? Well, let us realize that what that's really going to affect is my y-intercept. So that's what I need to find. So I'm not going to draw it until I find out what my y-intercept is going to be. Never draw it until you find out what your intercepts are going to be. All right, so to find y int let x equal 0. So I'm going to get y equals negative 2 times 3. Instead of x, I'm going to put 0. Then I'm going to plus 2, which means I'm going to get y equals negative 2 times 3 raised to the power of 0 is 1 plus 2. So it's going to be y equals negative 2. Well, let me skip that. Oh, well, no, wait. Bleh. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 2. So it's going to be y equals 0. So I'm going through 0, 0. When x equals 0, y equals 0. So this is what my graph is going to look like. So before, when I tried to draw it without knowing what my intercept was, I was way off, which tells you never ever draw it until you know what your intercept is. So this is what my graph is going to look like. I have my intercept at 0, 0. I have my asymptote at y equals 2. The world makes sense. So let's start listing out what the question is asking of us. It wants me to give it the asymptote, which you know is y equals 2. It wants to give me the, what else do I need to list? My y-intercept, which we know is 0, 0. And finally, it wants me to list out my range. My range is going to be from negative infinity, and it's going to stop at 2. Then I'm going to close my bracket, but I'm going to make sure it's a round bracket because I'm not including that 2. Let me just get rid of that, give it that. Then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to say that is my range, that is my intercept, and that is my asymptote. So y equals 2, 0, 0, and negative infinity to 2. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you.